Brahma Chellaney, as you're watching this tonight, and I've heard this line from the Israelis ad nauseum over the last 48 hours. We are grateful to Iran for giving us a chance to finish them. And I believe, Brahma, that this has been well planned by the Americans as well, which is why recently, a week back, as maybe a preemptive move, Biden said, I will approve the use of certain long-range missiles versus Russia, because America is concerned that if it gets involved in the Middle East, Russia will take advantage on the Ukraine front. I have no doubt in my mind, Brahma, that what is happening on Ukraine and what is happening in the Middle East are inevitably linked. And therefore, this is bigger than a regional conflict. What's your take?
Well, let us look at the bigger picture now. The Americans are getting more and more sucked into the conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East.
Yes.
The Israelis are fighting multiple wars against Hamas, against Hezbollah, against the Houthis, against the Palestinians on the West Bank, and a shadow war against Iran that could turn into a direct conflict. And Iran looks much weaker than it pretends to be. It's not in Iran's interest to start a direct war with Israel. That's the last thing Iran wants. And I don't think even Israel wants to initiate a full-fledged war with Iran. So I think all said and done, with each side sending a message to the other, the way Iran has sent a message to Israel that it's not invincible, that it's vulnerable to Iranian ballistic missile strikes, and Israel will respond to those strikes. Will it respond the way it responded in April? The Israeli response in April was largely symbolic. It was not designed to inflict damage, destruction in Iran. It was to send a message to Iran. Will Israel likewise deliver a largely symbolic response to the Iranian ballistic missile strikes? If it does so, then these tensions will de-escalate. If it causes devastating if it causes devastating impact through its strikes in Iran, then Iran will be forced to respond. So we'll get into a cycle of escalation.
But Brahma, things don't remain controlled in these situations. These may be sort of, wargaming experts, academic analysis. But this is, if everybody thought they could control the situation during the Second World War, when it started with Germany invading Poland. And now today, look at the number of flashpoints that we have. Armenia, Azerbaijan, Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Iran, border skirmishes between India and China. I think this is a battle for the Persian Gulf. And we are on the edge of a very dangerous situation. Mr. Gregori, will Russia get involved? Will Russia get involved in this?
It's a very important question, and it's not possible to say exactly what actions will be taken. It's very important to understand that really the world is on the border of the Third World War. And French political leader need understand and to feel his personal responsibility, not only for the people in his country, but all over the world. And in this case, the only one solution what could be taken now, yes, definitely, probably everybody has the right. If we talk about the principle and the values that as it's usually we can find, let's say, announcement that on the South and on the East, everybody recognize only power. But I would like just to come to the very interesting message from Mahatma Gandhi when he say, if the world and each country will follow the principles eye for eye, the world become blind.